Hello everyone, I'm Steven, and today we're here to take a look at our VidaBox iPad frames.
You may be wondering, why would you want to mount an iPad? Why not use a removable dock?
To start off, the iPad is a great tablet, allowing us to get easy access to controlled devices like our VidaBox media centers and extenders, or multi-room audio systems like Sonos or Squeeze boxes, as well as automation systems like Crestron, AMX, RTI, URC HAI, or even our upcoming live controller UV automation. The fact is, it's never been more affordable to get great touch controls with an iPad, but there are some limitations.
For example, how many times have you needed an iPad to use it for controls, but couldn't find it anywhere because it's been moved, misplaced, or someone else in your household took it away and are using it? Even after finding it, have you ever picked up an iPad only to find its battery to be already drained and needs to be charged?
All in all, it does have some pretty big drawbacks if you're solely relying on it as your control interface.
So what's the answer? A lot of companies offer their own dedicated in-wall or on-wall touch panels, but they're expensive, and their costs add up quickly for large projects. As an in-between, some companies created removable iPad docks, which provide constant power to the iPad and allow you to have a single access point for control, but it brings back the problem of someone removing the iPad. In a lot of these instances, these docks, plus installation labor, cost just as much or more than the iPad itself.
We at VidaBox want to take a different approach, to provide an affordable, secure mounting solution where your iPads are always fully charged and ready for use. The end result is our VidaBox iPad frames.
Our VidaBox iPad frames are very simple to install, inexpensive, and with our different charging options, home button blockers, and other accessories, we can easily customize and create the solution we need. Let's start with the iPad frame itself. It's made out of 100% aircraft-grade aluminum, comes fully assembled out of the box, and is available in 7 different colors and finishes. Once it's been mounted, it hides all the wires for a clean, sleek look.
Let's see how this goes together.
First, we can loosen the 2 set screws at the top of the frame. We then loosen the frame's top bar, and we're ready to slide the iPad in. Reinstall the top bar, and tighten the screws. Add our retainer springs, plug in our iPad cable, and we're all set.
The next step is to charge the iPad, where we've got a couple of different options available depending on the power source.
If you happen to have a power plug near where you're mounting the iPad, such as a power tap inside of a gang box, simply plug in the iPad USB cable and connect the other end to the iPad power plug. In most instances, realistically speaking, we just won't have a power tap to plug into, so we need a way to deliver power to these iPad locations. This is where our 2 options, the IPCX kit and the V-Charger plus V-Power stations come in. The IPCX kit stands for iPad Charger Extension Kit. It's a simple Power over Cat5 connection kit that extends the distance of your iPad charger. It works great for short distances. Just plug your iPad cable to one of the USB to RJ45 adapters, plug the included USB cable into the iPad charger, connect the other USB to RJ45 adapter, and finally, connect a length of Cat5 cable to charge your iPad. It provides steady power for up to 15 feet and can trickle charge a device at longer distances. But what does trickle charge mean? It means that at longer distances, the iPad will still get power and recharge, but not at the full rate. This is generally fine for a lot of home and residential uses. For example, if you're using an iPad for whole house music or automation control, the iPad is asleep most of the time, so the IPCX should work just fine. However, for commercial, institutional, or other more demanding applications like schools, museum exhibits, or places where your iPad will be left on all the time, it's not going to cut it. The power drain on the iPad from regular usage may be faster than the power being replenished by the IPCX's trickle charge capabilities.
In these instances, that's where we use our V-Charger and our V-Power stations.
The V-Charger and V-Power station are specifically designed to provide reliable, long-distance charging. It provides full USB power at up to 328 feet or 100 meters, and provides trickle charging at even longer distances.
Here's how it works.
We start by connecting the iPad cable into the V-Charger unit, and then connect the RJ45 port with the Cat5 cable, which will provide the power needed. For wall-mounted iPads, we generally recommend having some type of single or double gang wall box so that you can easily tuck away and hide the V-charger. For power, we can use a traditional Power over Ethernet or PoE switch as a power source. The V-charger is fully compatible with standard PoE switches, but their wattage is usually not that high, and better quality PoE switches can get expensive. Instead of a PoE switch, we recommend using a V-power station instead for better performance and lower cost. The V-power station directly replaces the PoE switch. Your iPad now gets full power even if it's hundreds of feet away. You can now turn off the automatic sleep mode on your iPad and leave it on 24/7. It's great for digital signage, displays, and other exhibit-type applications.
Best of all, the V-Power station can support up to 4 V-chargers when you add in the V-Power 4-port adapter.
Each V-Power station is specifically designed to handle extremely high power drains, so you can plug in up to 4 USB devices that are totally depleted and still get them to function right away. The secret is the V-Power's high-quality power supply, giving you up to 60 watts of power to work with. Simply put, compared to traditional Power over Ethernet switches, you can't find quality power supplies like this at the same price point. Once we have it all together, we can charge our iPad, iPhone, iPod, Kindle Fire, Windows Mobile, Android phone or tablet, or any other USB device that we have. Speaking of commercial installations from earlier, another big request we've gotten over the years is a way to turn the iPad into a permanent digital sign, or make it run just a single app as a dedicated device for home automation use. We can easily do that by adding in the VidaBox iPad home button blocker. The home button blocker is a laser-cut premium acrylic that comes in black or white to match your iPad's color perfectly. It has 2 precision-cut holes, one for the iPad camera and another pin-size service hole.
To install it, let's go back onto our frame.
Just unspring the iPad, unscrew the top bar and remove. Slide the iPad home button blocker in front of the iPad, make sure that the camera hole is on the correct side, then reinstall the top bar. Install the appropriate spacers to secure the iPad. The home button's completely blocked off, and you can now use your iPad in its fixed application. Just mount your iPad frame onto the wall, and you're set.
Installers and technicians can still get access to the home button on the iPad by using a small pin or paperclip so that you can service the iPad, change settings, and more.
To learn more about our VidaBox iPad frames, mounts, and charging solutions, visit our website at VidaBox.com.